Hello, everyone. Welcome to my video on how to download and install Python on your computer. So we're going to need to do this in order to do the assignment that is posted for your first Python project for trimester number 1. So to get started, if you have not already done so, you need to download Python onto your computer. So we'll do that right now. I'm going to do a search for download Python idle and click on it. It should automatically detect which operating system you're using, and I'm using Windows. If you are using an Apple computer, using a Mac, it's going to look a little differently. Reach out to me with a message and we can chat over Zoom and I can walk you through how to do that. It's going to be different than doing it on a Windows computer. So click download. It will automatically download, and then you have to run it. So this is very, 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 very important. Don't just click on install now. You have to first click on add Python 3.8 to path. Without that, you won't be able to run the programs that we are going to be creating in this class this trimester. Once that is checked, go ahead and click on install now. And it takes a little bit of time to install. So we'll just sit here awkwardly in silence, and I will stare at you. All right. Now that it is done, you're going to go ahead and hit close. Now we also have to install another module on Python because we're going to be using a module called Pygame0, which is going to you're going to have to use it to run some of the games that you're going to be coding for this trimester. So to get that installed, you are going to go to the bottom left here where it says type here to search, and you're going to type in command, and you're going to get the command prompt. You're going to open it up. It looks like this. So there are two things you need to do. One is we have to make sure that you have a file manager installed called pip. So to do so, you are going to type in exactly as I have it here, Python space -m space pip space install. So it's going to install pip. We'll also -U. Let's uninstall pip. So if we have any older versions, it's going to uninstall it. From here, hit enter. And mine's already up to date because I've already done this install before. Yours will probably run through and make sure everything is installed. From here, you're going to ask pip, our wonderful file manager, to install Pygame0. So that is pip space install space pg0. And you're going to install it. Once again, mine is saying that everything is already installed. Yours is going to run through and show, and at the end it will say successfully installed. When that has happened, you are done with the command prompt for now, and you're going to close it. Now we are going to take a look at Python. So we're going to do a search again. It's time for idle. Click it open. And here is what it looks like. So this isn't a shell in Python here. Any of you have ever coded in this before, this is actually where you will type in all of your code. You can also save it, etc. I often like to create a new file, which I will then save later. and you need to do that in order to run the module. So you can type there in the shell, but if you actually want to make your own separate program that you can save on its own, you need to go File and New. So we're going to just run a very simple little program today, just so I can show you how to run something using idle. So all I'm going to type in right now is I'm going to draw something. So I'm going to define, and I'm going to define draw in brackets here. I'm going to tab, and I'm going to screen draw and text, and I'm going to say hello, and then comma, top left equals 10, comma 10, and bracket, and bracket. Normally, I would just go ahead and run that. What we are actually going to do is we are asking Pygame 0 to run it. So first we're going to type in at the beginning of our code, import, if I spell import correctly, which I did, pgz run. So you're asking Pygame 0 to run it. So you're importing that module, and then you're going to pgz run .go in parentheses, and it's going to be our last line. And then from here, we can go to run and run module. Oh, gotta save it first. I forgot to save it. Save it into Python. I have a turtle test in there. We'll just go test. We're gonna name it test. Invalid syntax. Where did I mess up my syntax? Row. Forgot my colon. So we're going to save it again. We're going to run it again. And it's opening up Pygame 0. And I asked it to draw hello in the top left corner. And there it is. So when you look at our tutorial for the assignment that you're going to start working on this week, I'll go ahead and minimize that out. At the beginning of your code, even if it doesn't say it in the directions, you need to put in import pgz run. And after the last line of code, you need to import or type in pgz run.go with brackets. And that is what you're going to need to run the program. From here, please go ahead and look at the PDF tutorial that I have posted. Read the directions on the assignment, and it's going to tell you how far you need to go. Good luck, and as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and email me if you have any questions.